sing with if you want. You can take them home.
Sing a tune of the Beverly Hillbillies.
Good. Yes, go ahead. Okay, ready, guys?
Let's tell you all stories of Richmond and joy. The lives we share together here in Northern Illinois. The story starts way back when you'll think it's pretty. When joy came driving into town.
rocks and trees. But anyone who knows her knows that she is hard to please. When they go home from work one day, Dad noticed something strange. I noticed a tiny over here.
Said, you know, my in-laws party, we did a song and we said, great, go write it. Take one step forward in this family, you're elected, that's the way it works. Now we're sort of the second wave of grandchildren. We went out here from the first wave, the originals, like the Walker Brothers, the original Pancake House. These are the grandchildren who got the trips out west, who got the better presents.
That's a really hard act to follow, but Tom said we should do something about all the grandchildren. So this is from us and Joel, who's not here, and all the grandchildren. On behalf of Joel and the other grandchildren, we cannot adequately express the gratitude, pride, and good fortune we feel at being able to celebrate this milestone with you. As heads of the family, you have served as role models in teaching us the importance of family, studies, hard work, and Judaism.
You have shown us the importance of family cohesiveness as siblings, children, and grandchildren, both in prosperous as well as difficult times. The image that comes to mind is of the two of you at the heads of a table filled with nearly 25 of our immediate family members. We feel fortunate to have been able to share in this togetherness, both as tradition and as precedent.
How many children are able to say that they have traveled all over the United States and to other countries with their grandparents, not once, but several times? Who else has a grandmother that takes her grandchildren to work on an army base? And then has so much energy that the daily routine is not enough. She has to get up at the crack of dawn and run around the army base several times before the day begins.
How many children have their grandparents come visit them at college, overseas, and summer camp? How many children are fortunate enough to be able to share their grandparents with their friends, though reluctantly so, because they recognize the value of their precious and limited time together? In fact, you must be the only grandparents in the children and grandchildren fight over spending alone time with you. Your constant activity is inspiring. You are always helping your children, grandchildren, and others. For example, by inviting multiple Soviet emigre families to an already packed Passover Seder.
As role models, you have demonstrated to us the importance not only of family, but of studies, hard work, and of Judaism. Although we grandchildren range in age from graduate school to preschool, we all realize, or will realize, the importance of pursuing educational and professional goals in order to achieve our fullest potentials. You have also taught, by example, the importance and the meaning to be found in our Jewish culture. We all look forward to sharing with you important events in the Jewish cycle, both those that come every year, such as Pesach and Rosh Hashanah, and those moments that come only once in a lifetime that bring our larger family together, events such as the one we are here to celebrate today.
The oldest grandchildren, we have spent the most time and learned the most from you thus far. Because of this, we have come to recognize how truly unique each of you is in your own way, and the ways in which you bring out the special qualities in each other when you're together. We also recognize our responsibility to pass the knowledge and experiences we have gained from you on to Aaron, Jennifer, and the others, and to give them a glimpse of the equally wonderful times to which they are able to look forward. We are grateful and proud to have had these wonderful opportunities. We can only hope to follow the example you have set, to one day be able to celebrate our own 50th anniversaries with our families, and to try to pass the wonderful qualities you have shown us on to our grandchildren someday. Thank you, and love you both.
So everybody knows that we knew nothing about any of her fault.
We also have I think it's on its way. There's one grandchild who's not here, but he's here in spirit. He's got a message for you somewhere. Mark, where are you? See, Mark and Sharon leave for a period of time, and the two kids finally talk to each other. It's amazing what can come up. All right. We have a message from Joel for you.
Oh,
Joel has a message.
Lest you think that me and Kyle can speak on behalf of Joel. Unless you think we've done nothing for the last couple of weeks before Israel, Joel has his own special message. And you have to use your imagination a little bit. Pretend I have a lot more hair. And I'm 18 years old. And try to imagine Joel, this is from Joel, he did it all himself. So you have to use your imagination a little bit. I'm sure I can't quite duplicate the way you do it. To Grandma and Grandpa, happy 50th anniversary. I wrote a little poem to commemorate the occasion. With love from Israel. Where to begin, how to start this little poem that comes from the heart. A communique from the Holy Land to two people who started this ridiculous plan. As I walk down these streets and I gaze in the stores, I'm reminded of things that I could once afford. 2 years ago in snow I was treated and spoiled, but now my free ride plan has essentially been foiled. For more than 3 months I've been on my own, and it's hard to believe all I've come to know. The stories of the Bible in my grandfather's brain come alive as I ride on the Tel Aviv train. The stories I've heard and the things I've been taught are alive and vivid, and my imagination is caught. But my grandmother is never left far behind, as she too has told me stories and done things that boggle the mind. The two of them together make quite a team. One makes matzo balls, the other one reads. Joel also told me to pause, make sure that the laugh. example on high and successfully done things which I am afraid to try. Your courage and knowledge impress us all, and we are amazed at the damage of a taylock fall. Now the message of this poem, as we all can see, is, and please send it now, I need more money. But seriously, we know how great you both are, and although I've spent the last months from afar, I miss you and love you and wish for the best. You've arisen and conquered the grandchildren test. What more could you do? What more could be done? You never run out of love. You are number one. So I end this poem, and I wish you many more. How many other sappy poems are in store? A hug and a kiss will serve as the seal to this poem entitled With Love from Israel. Happy anniversary, and many more. Love, Joel. Wish I could be there to read this myself, but would you trade a tan for 30 inches of snow? We're still organized. Organized.
It's tough to organize over 3,000 miles. It's really out of the mouth of babes that you get sometimes the truth. Last night, during one of the final rehearsals of the song, Judd and I were downstairs in his house while hopefully that Grandma would be upstairs, though she wandered down a couple times and footballs went flying and under the couches, under the pillow couches and everything. Stacy, Judd's oldest, looks up after going. He was explaining each verse of the song so the kids should understand what it should mean. But halfway through,
And why you would hopefully laugh.
what made it funny, and the kids were hysterical as he told each one of the stories. She finally looks up with these innocent eyes and says, "I just realized it. I just realized that Grandma and Grandpa are opposites." I think there's a whole other generation of MCs coming up in the family, and we can all retire. Mark, you have a poem?
Oh.
Sarah,
Sarah go.
Sarah goes next, then Mark will come on, and then we'll all